Yeah, a new year calls for a new kind of podcast. Live every Thursday at 8 p.m.
Are you ready?
What's up, y'all? Trent Small, the chef, a.k.a. Red Specs. I'm here live with my brother and co-host, Papa Wolf, a.k.a. Alpha Moon. BK Pinky is in the building. This is Food for Thought. Yes. Live every Thursday night at 8 p.m., bringing you real talk on food, music, and the truth that matters to our listeners. You can catch us streaming live only on YouTube, and also listen to our audio version on Spotify for creators and wherever you get your podcasts. Tonight we have a returning guest, TKA's GoodfellaZ own.
Yes.
Angel Love is in the building.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes. So let's get into it and let's get to our guest.
A new year calls for a new kind of podcast. Live every Thursday at 8 p.m.
Welcome to Food for Thought. Thank you for tuning in. Before we dive in, don't forget to follow, like, share, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of our episodes live here on Food for Thought. We appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another powerful episode of Food for Thought. Today, we have a very special returning guest here on the show. A voice that helped shape the era and a member of one of the most iconic freestyle groups
Facts.
of all time.
Yes.
TKA.
TKA.
GoodfellaZ.
GoodfellaZ.
Yes, so help me
man.
welcome back the incredible, talented, and one and only Angel Love is in the building with us today. Let me get him up on the stage. Angel Love,
Yes,
what's
Spanish
good?
Harlem is in the building.
Spanish Harlem, baby. That's what it is, man. How you doing, brother?
You see this, right?
Yeah. Bring closer to the camera. Let
Good
the FFP say good fellas. Good fellas,
Goodfellas.
boy. Am I rock
man.
that?
What's good?
Nothing,
Nothing,
man. What's
man.
going on with you?
Listen, Angel,
Working,
it's
man.
always an honor to have you here with us on the show. And every time you return, you bring stories, you bring music and wisdom to inspire our audience, man. So let's get into it and
Into it.
let's tell the people who you are, where you come from, brother. You know we got to start with that first, brother.
Come
Let's
on,
go.
man. Name is Angel A. Love Vasquez. I come from Spanish Harlem, New York. Been doing music for over 30 years, man. I got plenty of stories, like you said, plenty of stories to tell.
We know.
We know, yeah, we know. The good stories, man.
Listen, man, I'm the one that tell you the real stories, man.
That's right.
I don't sugarcoat nothing. I don't lie. There's no reason to lie about stuff.
That's it.
I tell you the
That's it.
truth.
Yeah.
You
Straight
know,
up.
you know this is food, music, and the what?
And the
Truth.
truth.
And the
That
truth.
matters to our listeners, baby.
That's right.
Truth, man.
Definitely
Listen,
Yeah.
truth.
I wouldn't be able to sit here talking to you guys if it wasn't like that. If I was a liar, nobody
Facts.
want to talk to me.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah. So Angel, since your last time on the show, what's the biggest new project or milestone you've been working on now?
It's crazy, man, because I could say unfortunately, because it's a positive and it's a negative at the same time. But the most recent situation that has come up is a new GoodfellaZ single,
Okay.
which is pretty dope. The song is called Temptation, and it's GoodfellaZ featuring Slick Rick. So we got a good R&B joint coming out and it's one of them R&B joints that we need, man. It's like, you know, if you listen to the state of R&B music right now, it's crazy.
Oh, it's
Yes,
disgusting.
I mean, I don't even want to talk about hip
I
hop.
don't even
Yeah,
know
yeah,
if
we
they
ain't
have
even gonna
R&B.
talk
Is
about
R&B
hip-hop.
still around?
That's what I'm saying, man. Like the only times you get to hear
Oh.
R&B artist or group or the old song that you remember from back in the day is if you go to one of those R&B shows of the 90s where you get to hear Next, you know, Casey and JoJo, 112, everybody's performing together at one time. So it's nostalgia, and you get to hear the music the way you remembered it back in the day, because you ain't gonna get that now, man.
Nah, it's very few and far between. That's how they say it, of good R&B artists that's out there. Well, you know, I'm staying with my boy CB. You know what I mean? I like Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, you got the Chris Browns, and you still got the Ushers, and you still
Yeah.
got, you know, some not
but the
new,
females,
but, you know,
the females is doing it.
Yeah, but
Right.
what happens when, because they're getting older.
Mm-hmm.
So now what happens when they start to fade away or fade out? There's nothing there. There's
Yeah.
nobody here I can really say like they hold an R&B down, especially in the men category.
listen,
Women are doing what they do, but
when Goodfellas first came out, and this is in late 90s, maybe 96, 97, we were on tour with like 112, As Yet, Casey and JoJo, Sounds of Blackness, Mint Condition, all them R&B, any R&B group out there we were doing shows with. And we were traveling. I was on a 99 city tour, and we were traveling all over the world, and I was performing with all these artists. So that's where right now is a good time, because we have this new Goodfellas single coming out with Slick Rick. We're gonna try to jump on some of them R&B shows of the 90s and trying to get back out there and you know, bring back some new music, man.
Y'all should
Even
definitely do that,
even
man.
the old music is a test of time, because it's like you guys can still get paid on stage doing tours with your old music. Slick Rick, all of you guys.
It's what it is now. It's nostalgia. People want to remember the song that they remember growing up. So they don't want to hear a new artist do a new record, you know, a remake of their record. They want to hear the record that they remember.
Yeah.
So you go to those. It's just like the freestyle artists. They go out and everybody's George Lamons and the K7s and the TKAs and the Cynthias and all these people. They're all doing freestyle shows because they want to hear those shows, them songs that they remember back in the day. They don't want to hear new freestyle. That's why freestyle never evolved, because they didn't let it, because nobody wants to hear new stuff. They don't want to hear a techno version of Maria, of our song. They want to hear Maria the way they remember it. So in order for you to see that, you got to go to a freestyle show, which is a nostalgia show, and hear the records that you remember when you was in high school or when you was in love and you had a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So people want to hear, you know, the original records the way they remember it. So me, getting back to the Goodfellas situation, the reason why I say it was a positive and a negative was because I found out when I finally decided to do this record, I reached out to my boy Buddha. My boy Buddha was the producer who produced "Put Your Hands on My Eyes Can See" for Busta Rhymes.
Right.
And so I reached out. I was like, "Yo, I got this Slick Rick verse. I got a new joint I want to do. We could do this new Goodfellas record." He was like, "Yo, let's do it." I gave him another record. We wrote a new song that didn't really pan out. And then I said, "Yo, why don't you write something?" And he was partnering up with this kid, this up and coming artist, who's actually the nephew of Rakim, the rapper.
Oh wow!
And they're out in Georgia. So when he sent me the song, the kid sang the original demo. I was like, "Yo, this is hot. But what y'all want me to do with this? Because this shit sound good the way it is. He should be putting this record out."
Right.
So he was like, "Nah, you know, just listen to it, whatever." So I said, "All right, now I'm gonna get back to my Goodfellas boys and my boy Louise Avan Jr., who sang Sugar Honey Iced Tea." I was like, "Yo, I got the joint." So when I called him, he didn't call me back. I ended up having to. I'm gonna have to try to make this short because it's crazy. So I tried to reach out to him. He didn't call me back, and I'm like, "Yo, dude, if you don't call me, I'm gonna go." You know, he had some problems in New York with his baby mama, so he ended up moving back to Florida. So he never got back to me. So I actually drove to Miami. I live in Fort Lauderdale, and I opened the, knock on the door. The mother answers, and I was like, "Hey, how you doing, Miss Avan? Is Deluia around?" She's like, "No." And I was like, do you know where he is? And she's like, no. So I'm saying to myself, like what's going on? And she goes, I said, is everything okay? And she goes, well, Angel, if you see my son, tell him that I love him. And I said, wow, like, I said, okay.
What did you think at that time?
I didn't know what to think because Louis always disappears. Like he does this all the time. And so I left and I drove home. 15 minutes into it, he calls me. I'm like, yo, dude, where you at? Just came from your house. Your mother don't know where you are. Like, what's going on? Oh, you know, I'm just having some problems. Don't worry about it. What's going on? I said, yo, we got the new GoodfellaZ record. I'm going to pick you up on Tuesday. We're going to go to the studio and we're going to record the record. He said, all right, cool. Tuesday came. I text him, yo, I'm going to pick you up. All right, cool. Pick me up at the library. I said, pick you up at the library. We're from New York. We know the tendencies of a crackhead and the tendencies of a homeless person.
Wow. Yep. Sure do.
So, what do you think if he tells me to pick him up at the library?
Well, crackhead ain't gonna be there reading no books. So if he's saying I gotta go with he's homeless.
Okay, so I drive down to the address he gave me, pulled up in front of the library. This dude walk out. I haven't seen him in about a year. This dude walk out, hair crazy, full gray beard, looking dirty. Opened the door to my car, came in, sat down, closed the door. When I tell you I almost threw up,
Wow.
he smells so bad.
Wow.
I was like, I said to myself, wow, this dude's homeless. Yo, my hairs are standing. Look, my hairs are standing by just saying that. And I was like, and I didn't want to, he was excited about the song, about going into the studio. So I didn't want to like, yo, what's going on? Right. So I didn't say nothing. So I said to myself,
now this is your bandmate you're talking about.
This is Louise. If you go look at the GoodfellaZ Sugar Honey Iced Tea video, the dude that's singing lead, the good looking dude with the hat, looking like Superfly.
So what got him to this point?
So we go to this, we drive. I say to myself, this dude got to be hungry. He homeless. He ain't probably gonna eat. So I drove to a Cuban restaurant that was near the studio. Obviously, I had to try to find some place that we could go outside and eat because he smelled so bad. There was no way he was going to go inside a restaurant, and they were going to let us stay there. So I bought him some food, chicken, some rice, whatever we ate. You know, he was on the phone. He had a phone talking to some person, talking about, I want to be there for you. And I'm looking at him like, yo, you homeless? And you talking about you want to be there for somebody else? I was like, so anyway, I'm trying to shorten it up. So we get to the studio. Everybody's looking at me like, yo, this dude's lugging a homeless dude around with him. We meet the engineer. He get in the studio, talk, boom. He get in the booth. He starts singing. Mind you, I sent him the song a week in advance or 5 days in advance. He didn't really memorize the song like Louis would sing a song. So I'm feeding him 2 lines at a time. So they got eyes locked in. Energy is way past 10. Boom, go ahead. Boom. All right, you ready? Okay, go ahead. All right, next 2 lines. Boom, feed him the next 2 lines. So he's singing it. He's not memorizing the song. Yeah. So he did his part. I go in. So he ends up doing the first verse, the chorus. I ended up doing the second verse. We finished the session. It was like 3 or 4 hours. Finished the session. We took a picture. We leave. That's when I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on, bro? Like, if you don't tell me what's going on, I can't help you. Right. So he's like, oh, I'm just going through some stuff right now. I was like, yo, I'm over here thinking he's homeless for a week or 2 weeks, a month. At the end of this, I find out he was in the street for 1 year. Wow. His car was parked in a shopping center, abandoned in a shopping center parking lot. So after we finished, I'm like, yo, I can't help you, whatever. If you don't tell me what's going on, there's something I got to deal with on my own, Angel, whatever. I had sent him some money before. He was like, yo, send me the money, Western Union. When's the last time you sent money, Western Union? Wow. Like, that's like a fossil right now. That shit is crazy. So we leave. I'm like, let me stop at Subway, get him a sandwich and a soda so we can have something later on. And he said, drop me off at my car. And I'm like, all right, I already know the situation. What's the deal? I'm like, so we go, and I drop him off after we get the sandwich. I drop him off at his car. He get in his car like he gonna pull off, but I know he ain't gonna pull off. His tires are low, so leaves on his car. You can tell it's been there for a while. So I didn't want to make him feel bad. So I was like, yo, I'll talk to you later. He goes, let me know what the guy says about the song. I was like, all right, I leave. As soon as I leave, I call my lawyer. Good, everybody associated with Goodfellas, producers, lawyers, management, artists, Corey Glover from Living Color, Stevie D from the Force MDs, Family Stan, everybody. Yo, my man Louise in the street, homeless. You need to send me some money. I need to get him off the street. Cash App, Zelle, whatever, however you can send money, send me the money. Everybody started sending me money. I called him. I said, yo, I'm picking you up on Wednesday or Thursday. I'm shooting the movie on Wednesday or Thursday. So if I do it Wednesday, I'll pick you up Thursday. If I'm doing it Thursday, I'll pick you up Wednesday. So I ended up shooting some of the movie on Wednesday. And I felt funny that whole day, like if I was supposed to see him or go to him or whatever. Next day at 7 in the morning, I text him, yo, I'm coming to get you. No response. Yo, I'm coming to get you. If you don't respond, I'm just going to come down. Like at 9, 10 o'clock, I drove down there. I went to his car. He wasn't in his car. I walked around the library 3 times. He wasn't in the library. All of a sudden, I get a call from his brother saying, you ain't going to find him. I said, what you mean I'm not going to find him? I called his brother. I was like, what are you talking about? His brother goes, he's dead. Wow. I said, what? I said, what you talking about? He's dead. The night before, when I was filming the movie, during the day, he collapsed at the library because Louis had high blood pressure, wasn't taking his medicine. He caught a heart attack the year before because of that. So he passed out in the library. Ambulance came to get him, took him to the hospital, worked on him, stabilized him. The nurse checked on him that night before she went home. She said he was fine. She left, came back in the morning. Something happened. They was working on him, and he died like 10 minutes later.
Wow, that's crazy.
So now I'm like, I had to go. Like I was hysterical. I was trying to get to the hospital. His mother called me. He's like, come to the house. Wrong hospital. Like I'm running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Get to his mother's house. Everybody's crying. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And yeah, he died. I had to go to the hospital to pick up his belongings with his mother. I saw him on a gurney. It was crazy. So now I got this record that I recorded with my man. That so before all this happened, I presented the song that night to the producers, and the producers was like, "Yo, Ainge, you're gonna have to come to Georgia because the Louis messed up a lot of the words, and he didn't really sing it the way we wanted to sing it. You guys need to come here and do the vocal session with us." So I was like, yo, D, we got to go. I let him know we got to go to Georgia. And he was like, all right, whatever you got to do. And a couple of days later, that's when he died.
Well, my brother, condolences.
Yeah, my condolences
to him, man, and his family.
So, yeah.
And it's rough.
So, yeah, it's a rough thing. So how do you balance? Like, I know that was your friend. You checked on him. You took him around, to try to straighten him up. How do you balance your personal life with the stuff that's going on, like your work, family man? Because I know it can get flooded. You know what I mean by flooded? Like doing all of these different things, wearing all of these different hats. You know what I mean? And trying to check on, friends and stuff like that.
Well, when it came to the Louis, like again, we had this relationship. We were brothers, but like he would disappear all the time. Like we were supposed to put out a record years ago, but every time we got the ball rolling, he would disappear on me again. And the day that I was supposed to go get him, I was gonna get him. I was gonna put him in a hotel, shower, shave, take him to get a haircut, buy him some clothes, and then we was gonna figure out like where I was gonna ship him to his brothers in New York, Connecticut, or a guy, my old manager guy who's in I think Baltimore. Or I was gonna bring him back to his mother's house because, mind you, he was walking distance from his mother's house. He was like 8 minutes away from his mother's house, homeless, and nobody knew where he was. So, I mean, to answer your question, it's hard, man. Like, I got so many things that I aspire to do, you know, with music, with movies, with TV, whatever it is that I'm trying to get done, working a 9 to 5 job at the same time, dealing with my wife and dealing with her business and then dealing with, you know, personal friends. Because I don't have a lot of friends. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys, I grew up with you guys, so I don't have, you know what I'm saying? Like I do have a lot of friends, but my friends come from people that I grew up with. Like I got new friends that I, you know, from Florida or whatever, but basically I'm over here by myself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my close friends, Ali Wap and all these I was gonna say mother efforts, but all the people from Wagner Projects, Jefferson Projects, or just in Spanish Harlem in general, or in Manhattan in general, everybody's over there. My family's over there, my kids are over there.
Same here.
So, you know, I juggle a lot, man. It's like, you know, but I'm putting together a team, you know, that's gonna help me, you know, navigate this whole journey, this whole thing that I'm trying to put together. Because as you know, we're not getting no old. We're not getting no younger.
That's right. And we've been doing this thing for a long time. You know what I mean? So you know the journey's been long and it's been rough. And we're praying, you know, for you, with you. You know, we keep in touch with you all the time. You know what I mean? That's why I asked that, because, you know, so a couple of times I reached out, I've seen how busy you are. You know what I mean? And that could be a good thing, but for us at the ages that we are and trying to achieve the different things that we need to do, generational rough, it could be a little rough. So
sometimes you got to slow down, man. Slow down.
You got to
'Cause
slow
if you
down.
don't slow down, life will run over you.
That's right.
So as a returning guest here on Food for Thought, what changes for your personality or your creativity since the last time you was here? What changed? Because I know you was doing some other projects that you had going on.
Yeah, you had the clothing
you was doing
line
the movie.
So I think that a lot of the stuff got put on hold because the GoodfellaZ thing took precedent to, I'm saying that name right, precedent, right?
Precedent.
Precedent over everything that I was doing, because now we got a dope record, you know, GoodfellaZ, although I'm singing lead on it now. I mean, that was the other thing. So now eventually I had to go to Georgia by myself to record the record, you know, and couldn't keep the vocals that he did on the record because a lot of stuff was wrong. So now I got this record that's gonna kind of open up the door to a lot of the other stuff that I'm doing. So I reached out to a couple of people to try to put together this new team with management and road managers and producers and engineers and all this stuff, because now with the GoodfellaZ Slick Rick record, we could end up doing GoodfellaZ shows, or I put together a new group. That's the other thing. So because the Louis died, the other guy in the group that we had kicked out a while ago, I wasn't gonna go back and put him in the group. So I ended up getting 2 other guys. One is the guy who sang the original demo, Rakim's nephew. So I put him in GoodfellaZ. And the other guy is my boy Clarell, who's a vocal coach, but used to be part of a R&B group with Teddy Riley when he had Kids at Work, right before he put together Guy. They were assigned to Tommy Boy and all that stuff. And he was one of the singers with Teddy and Timmy Gatlin, who was the other guy. So now that's like the new GoodfellaZ. So I ended up having everybody send me pictures, and I put this new picture together saying GoodfellaZ. I did a new bio. I did a press release to let everybody know that GoodfellaZ was coming back. So that way we can do those nostalgia shows of the 90s, the R&B shows with everybody. So now we could do Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Although my boy's not with us, we can still perform that record. And then we got a new record with Slick Rick. So now we got the best of both worlds. So now, with that being said, we're going to be able to revamp and put together back the merchandise, because now we can put out the street vendors gear, and we can sell it out in you know, while we're doing shows. But now I put together some people, so now you can just go online and buy the stuff, or like if we do shows, I'll bring it with me. So everything's kind of coinciding together. And the other thing is, I'm still finishing the album, which now I'm calling the mixtape, because I got a bunch of songs. It's going to be songs and skits on this album that's crazy dope. So it's going to be like song skits. but I got so many samples and so many beats that I'm using that I'm not gonna be able to clear. So I'm gonna give it away. So if you buy a street vendor hat, shirt, hoodie, bag, or whatever, you're gonna be able to get the mixtape for free.
Right.
That's-
And listen, we thank you for all of that, man. And I know like my brother said, you're doing a lot of stuff, man. And we just want to let you know that even though you're our friend, you're still somebody that we look up to because you're doing all these different things. You know what I'm saying? That you know, us as Wolfpack, when we came out as Wolfpack, we couldn't get to do everything we needed to do. But seeing you doing it, it makes us happy.
Yeah,
man.
it
It
blesses
makes me
our heart.
smile.
You know
Blesses,
what I'm saying? It's
blesses.
like,
Appreciate that.
And make sure y'all come on the show, man.
that's right.
Bring the whole Goodfellas on the show,
yeah,
man.
bring the whole crew on the show,
Slick
man.
Rick, if you can, whoever, and we just
whoever.
chop it up here at Food for Thought, man.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the Slick Rick situation. So I reached out to Slick Rick, his wife, who manages him, and we had one. They had one conversation with her, and you know, we sent her the record, but they took so long to get back to us.
Right.
You know, I had a conversation with my record label when we, you know, that we were on Goodfellas. That the label that Goodfellas was on was called Polydor Avatar A&M. Avatar was our label who signed us, and they dealt with Polydor Records and distributed by A&M.
Okay.
So I spoke to the president of Avatar, and we spoke about the whole situation. He's like, "Yo, just put the record out. Don't even wait for Rick. Rick already got paid for the verse. Like, just put the record out. The only people that you might have to worry about is, I think, is Warner Brothers, because Warner Brothers bought the catalog. So if the thing pop off, then he was like, you just make a deal with them and that's it. But so we were just trying to be courteous to Slick Rick and Slick Rick's camp to wait, because we wanted him to actually be in the video. But now it's like they took so long. It's like, you know what? I got my boy, he goes by the Last American B-Boy. His name is Neff. He just did videos for Method Man. He just finished a video for Busta Rhymes. So he's actually doing the new Goodfellas record. He's actually in Thailand, in Bangkok right now, doing the whole video AI.
Okay.
So now we don't even need Slick Rick to be in the video, because we're gonna make a Slick Rick.
Right.
And AI version of Goodfellas. All we had to do is send in the pictures, and boom, we're gonna be there in the video. They put together the airport scene. They doing everything AI. So
That's what's up, man.
and it's gonna be
I'm
dope.
sending my pictures, man. I'm
Yeah,
sending my pictures to be in that.
Listen,
When I
man.
spoke to you, we
I'ma
got
send-
to send the
when we get
pictures.
on-
Listen,
I'ma send it
send
to you.
front, back, side, and if I can, I'll get it out there. If I can get you in there, I'll get you in
Yeah,
there.
just a little cameo joint.
But
you know what I'm
that
saying? Like
video is going to be because I mean, you've seen all these different AI videos or whatever, but nobody's has really done like a real group with it, like a real video,
Uh-huh.
you know,
Right.
with the faces and, you know, just kind of being involved in this AI thing. People just making up AI videos of Tupac and Biggie and all this stuff, but this is an official AI video. So I think the video is going to be so dope that it's going to bring awareness to the song.
Yeah.
So people who see the video, they're going to be like, yo, they're going to like the song, and it's going to help the song move. So
Well,
Listen,
we'll be sending that stuff
speaking-
over tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be sending our stuff over tomorrow. But
All right.
listen, I was going to ask you something about the freestyle making a comeback. So maybe you can handle both, you know, do both of these questions.
don't
if I
even
don't
waste your
get you
time.
mixed
Don't even waste your time even asking me that.
Okay, so cut that.
Nah,
That's
okay,
over
okay.
with. That's
No,
what I'm
you
saying.
good. Just listen.
Nah. So the freestyle thing, is it making a comeback, or if it's not making a comeback? I think you address it. Hold on. And when we get off, I have to send you something, because Respects and Us, you mentioned the AI and the music and stuff. I want to send you something and get your ears on it tonight. I'm going to send it to you tonight. When we get off, I'm going to call you. Something me and Respects did, and I want to get your opinion on it. But you can ask me the freestyle question, because Runaway Love, you got something, you know?
No,
what's going
that's one way love. It ain't runaway.
on? Yeah.
Run one
Exactly.
way.
Remember that Respect?
Oh, yeah.
That was the joint, man. So
So
it's
let's-
not making a comeback, you say?
Listen, people have been saying that freestyle has been making a comeback from the last 10 years. Freestyle's not making no damn comeback. I'm gonna tell you what's going on in freestyle music.
Okay.
They have cornered the market.
Mhm.
Okay, so now you have artists like K7, who's
Mm-hmm.
going by TKA, and it's only him. It's not TKA, it's K.
Yeah. Okay.
Only because he owns the right to the
To the name.
name,
Mhm.
right? So he's able to say TK or K7 TK or whatever he wants. He
Yeah.
can say whatever he wants because he owns the trademark,
Uh-huh.
which they're working on.
Uh-huh.
So you have him, Judy Torres, Cynthia, George Lamont,
Mhm.
Suave, Betty from Sweet Sensation.
Mhm.
That's
Oh,
like
wow.
your core
Uh-huh.
freestyle artist, top tier freestyle artist, and then you have everybody underneath them.
Leave them.
When you have those main freestyle artists, include especially K7 and George Lamont and Judy Torres,
Right.
you have everything.
Yeah.
You could just do one show with just those three. Forget about all the names that I just told you.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all packaged together,
Okay.
right? And you got people like Sal Abatello from Fever Records,
Oh yeah, Fever Rec from
who
the
books
Fever.
all the shows
Yeah.
and makes mostly all the money. And then you have another guy named Vito Bruno that's out in Brooklyn, who used to manage like Noel and Sal used to manage the Cover Girls,
Okay.
right? But there's two Cover Girls because there's one of the girls who left went and took the originals. Like it's like two TKs. There's two Cover Girls. There's two Nice and Wilds. There's two, whatever.
Yeah.
The only other exception that can do it by himself is Stevie B.
Oh,
Who's
Stevie B.
Spring Love, come back
Yes.
to me, right? Stevie B's on a whole other level. And let me tell you what, Stevie B, if everybody's getting $4,000-$5,000 a show, Stevie B's getting $20,000 a show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he's on his own, and he calls himself the king of freestyle,
Oh wow.
which I don't agree with, but it's all
Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
right? So these guys are all together, and so they don't let anybody in the circle.
Mhm.
So they do all the shows. If they do songs together, and they don't let any new freestyle artists in. So there's no way for you to even do new freestyle records because they don't let you in. And even if you're an artist that's outside the circle and you do a song, nobody who's gonna play it. First of all, there's no radio station playing freestyle music,
Freestyle. Yeah.
right? So you're not gonna hear it. The only radio station, I'll be honest with you, that was playing freestyle music prime time was me, because I started there's a R&B hip hop R&B station in West Palm Beach called Yo 107.1. If you can go online and check it out, Yo 107.1
Okay.
or Yo 107.1, and they played old school hip hop and R&B. So I contacted one of the guys there. His name is Babalu Bad Boy Richie Rich, and I said, "Yo, let me do a freestyle show on your thing." But you could only hear it like in Delray Beach and Orlando. It doesn't have a
It
big
doesn't
big
go all the way out.
where it goes all the way to Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but if you drive it in your car, you're gonna hear freestyle music.
Yeah.
There's no other radio station in the world doing that. So I did a show. I came up with an idea for a show, and I told him about it. And I was on the radio with him for the last 3 years. I stopped doing it because for me, I was just doing so many things, and me having to drive up to West Palm Beach. It was every Friday from 9 to 11. It was called Freestyle Friends.
Okay.
And I called a lot of the freestyle artists to do drops. Yo, what's up? This is Coro, and you're listening to Freestyle Friends with my boy Babalu Bad Boy Richie Rich and A Love. And we were playing all freestyle music for 2 hours on primetime radio.
Nice.
But I stopped doing. That was another thing that was on my plate, but it wasn't really. That's another situation that I left him and he's still doing it by himself. But I gave him everything. He's still doing it.
Mr. Minster, Mr. Mini Hats.
Yeah, you got the stories there, boy.
Yeah, man. Check us out at 7 a.m. and then again at 3 p.m. on Brooklyn Free Speech TV, Spectrum, Optimum, RCN. And for those who don't have that channel, you can catch us on Verizon Fios, Brooklyn Free Speech TV, every Friday. Big up to that. Big up to that.
So to finish up the answer to that question, like I said, so now they just do it all on their own and they don't let nobody else in. So people don't want to hear, like I told you, people don't want to hear new freestyle music. They want to hear the songs that they remember growing up, and that's what they want to hear. They don't want to hear new versions, 2025, 2026 versions of songs that they remembered in the late 80s and early 90s. So
that's all right.
There's no way for it to come back.
Yeah,
you know,
got the little circle there.
It's nostalgia. You're gonna go to a freestyle show, remember your songs, and that's it. When people stop going to freestyle shows, it's gonna end. And that's the only thing that's keeping it together is those shows, because again, no radio stations playing it. Nobody's making new freestyle records. So it's only gonna come back if a white boy group comes out and does a freestyle record and it blows up. Because if you listen to back in the days, like Backstreet Boys, and they were singing, "Quit playing games with my heart." That's a freestyle record.
Yeah.
That's a freestyle record. You know what I'm saying? So unless we get that, freestyle will never come back. You just go watch the shows the way you remember.
People took notice of you early, right? They took notice of you early. I want to know, what was the moment when you realized, they say, yeah, people watching me now? When was that?
You have to ask that question again, because I don't understand the question a little bit.
Like when you
now
started singing and stuff. No, this when you was doing TKA.
When I first started.
When was when the moment that you realized that people was taking really notice of Angel Love? Like, oh, this they see me now. I'm here. Let's go.
Yeah, I walked through the door.
I think that when I first got into TKA, I got put into a position where I replaced a member, and it's crazy because I could never live up to that, especially to the fans and the people who actually remembered and loved TKA. Because remember, before TKA blew up, TKA was from Spanish Harlem, and they used to do Sweet 16s and all these different schools in Manhattan and all these places. St. Francis, if you remember.
Yeah, of course.
And you know, Our Lady Queen of Angels in the gym. So they had a following, and when they started, my boy A.B. Cruz was the lead singer who sang One Way Love. He sang One Way Love, Come Get My Love. And I replaced him because he left, you know, and he started a solo career. So I ended up stepping into his place because I was an A, so TKA, Angel A.B., so I was an A already. Me and him had similar voices, and I was there all the time, so I knew the song. So it was an easy transition for me to get into the group. But I could never live up to him because every time it was hard for me in the beginning because everybody was like, "Oh, AB was this and AB was that," and they always put us against each other.
Yeah, try to see.
So like later on in you know, I didn't really shine in TK because even when AB left and I took his place and he was the lead singer, the person who had been there longer than me, which was K7, who was the other singer, because Tony wasn't a singer. Tony was a rapper, not a singer. Because if people know the history of TKA, TKA was a rap group before they were singing group. And Tony was the lead rapper. And actually, K7 and AB had to battle each other to get the next letter of TKA, because Tony was T, and whoever won the battle got the next letter. So it could have been TAK instead of TKA, and KB, AB in a battle. So that's how they got the name. So so I was basically, you know, I was supposed to sing certain songs, and I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of the stuff I wasn't ready. Like I was a raw talent. I had a nice voice, but I wasn't ready. I wasn't studio ready. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? So I had a lot of problems with it.
I was just get ready to ask you. Is there a moment in your career that you now appreciate more that you matured as an artist? Like you just said, I wasn't ready back then. So when was that?
When TK, it's the same question you asked. So so after the TK thing, as I got into the group longer, because the group started in 86, broke up in 92. So around like 90, 91, 92 is when I started feeling more comfortable. And now we on, I mean, I was messing up dance steps in the beginning. They would go that way, I would go that way. Like it was crazy. And then until I got, you know, serious, and then I started, you know, and we started rocking, and it was just like it was on. It was all three, and we was killing people. We were doing shows with BBD and Boys to Men and all these groups, and we were killing it. And the group broke up in '92, K7 went ahead and did, Come Baby Come, and did the K7 thing and blew up. He was on the Arsenio Hall show and doing big things. And then I was like, I'm gonna put the Goodfellas together. And I went out and found the Louis. I put every piece of the puzzle together. That's when I started getting my recognition, because all the stuff that I didn't know or that I learned coming up with TKA, I put it to that. And at that point, it wasn't about the girls no more, the cars or whatever. It was about making money and blowing up.
It's business.
Like the stuff that I didn't do with TK, I'm not gonna make that same mistake with Goodfellas. So Goodfellas was all about me. Like A-Love, he started the group, he came up with the name, he got the producers, he did this, he did that, and that's when I started, maturing. And I'm gonna tell you a quick story. I had been already in the group for 10 years or more. And with Goodfellas, we were on a 99 city tour. At this point, we was in Memphis, Tennessee. And me, Louis, and Ray, and our road manager, we had a van and we were driving around. They wanted to go to a strip club in Memphis. I wanted to go to Graceland to see Elvis's house. You can see where my head was, about the girls and all that. I'm like, I'm trying to make history. I'm trying to take pictures that I never took before, so I could document all this stuff. So I went to Graceland. I dropped them off at the strip club. I went to Graceland and came back and picked them up.
Okay.
Wow. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, that's where my head was. This was about making money.
You start maturing.
It wasn't about all none of that other stuff. It was, I wasn't driving to, with TK. I wasn't driving with a glove compartment full of money, driving to Miami to go hang out to meet my ex-girlfriend Angie Martinez, in Miami.
Yeah, you was about
that. I threw in that little Angie Martinez thing.
I heard. We heard you.
We might have to get her on the show to verify.
Listen, it was funny because I remember when Angie Martinez announced that she was pregnant on Hot 97, and everybody was like, Angie's having a baby. I got crazy text messages like, yo, that's your baby? I was like, no, it's not my baby.
Angie said, I got Angie Martinez pregnant. Listen, I wanted to ask you.
I should have got her pregnant. She got money right now.
Should have.
What's one of the songs in TKA or Goodfellas catalog that means something different to you when you did it than now? Like you see it in a totally different way now. Either one of them or both of their catalogs?
Well, when I got into TKA, they had the first album was already done, of course, Scars of Love. That's the one that had Tears Made For, One Way Love, all those songs on it. Then the second album was the album that I was on, that I started, that I was on. So like I'm on, all the songs background and harmony wise. And there was some songs that I should have been on lead, but the politics of me not being ready and me not being one of the original members. So when the guy left, the other guy that was there longer actually stepped in as the lead singer and ended up doing most of the songs.
So what's one of the songs that when you recorded it back then, it was, you did it, but now when you're looking back at it, it means something totally different. Maybe back then you was really feeling.
I mean, I wouldn't say that it means anything to me different. I mean, to me it's all the same, except maybe with the Goodfellas stuff. But like the song that I like the most and means a lot to me is like Louder Than Love. Okay. Because that's the song that had like the most popular video. Yeah. If you go to Video Music Box, Louder Than Love was the #1 video of all time there. They played that shit the most out of any video. Yeah. And that was a video that we show our butts and stuff. It's like a rated X video. Every time somebody see me, they was like, "Was that your ass?"
Yeah, y'all was doing the Ray J joint, showing your butt.
Every time I seen that, turn the TV on, that song was on.
Yeah. And it's crazy. The girl that I think, I don't know if we said this before, but the girl that was in that video with me was in another video that we had, and I actually picked her again to do that video because when they told me that we were doing that video, they were like, "Yo, we're gonna get a girl. Do you have any specific girl you want to use?" Kay used his ex-girlfriend. Tony used this other girl who's a big actress in Hollywood right now named Elizabeth Rodriguez, and then I used what's her name? She's the girl in The Best Man Wedding. She's the crazy one, the one that's crazy.
And The Best Man, yeah, she had the frizzy hair.
Yeah,
like the little frizzy hair.
She got the frizzy hair that she first she went out with the dude with the braids.
Yeah.
And then she started messing with the light skinned green eyed dude.
Mm-hmm. I know who you're talking about. I don't know her name, but I know who you're talking
Oh man,
about.
her name is Melissa D'Souza. Melissa D'Souza. But she was in The Best Man Wedding. She was in a bunch of stuff, but she was my girlfriend in that video.
Okay.
So Maria and Louder Than Love are the songs that meant a lot to me because those are the songs that like I was in the studio like singing backgrounds and harmonies and killing it, and those are probably our two most popular records.
Nice.
Are Maria and Louder Than Love. Nice. So they do mean a lot to me. I don't think not necessarily more now than before. Maybe more now because maybe we took those songs for granted back then. Mm-hmm. But yeah, definitely those are the two songs that mean anything.
Big up. So my brother, we got 10 minutes. Is there anything else coming up? An event, movie drop, appearances that you can share with the viewers out there? Anything coming up?
A couple of things. Before I'm gonna try to give you a little sneak peek of the Slick Rick GoodfellaZ record, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The movie, and that's like a whole nother thing. The movie is in post production right now. It's being edited, so it's getting ready to get hopefully done soon. That's a whole nother thing because it might be some kind of lawyer stuff happening because there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that it's getting crazy.
We put the little clip up last
tell
season.
the people what's the name of the movie.
The name was called The Angel. Not your average superhero, but now the movie got changed to The Guardian, not your average superhero, which to me, I mean, you don't know the difference, but to me, it makes no sense because The Guardian is the guy who helps me with my powers and everything. So he's actually
the second lead. He's not the.
He's like the second lead. He's like, he's like my. He's like the butler. I'm like the Karate Kid, and he's like Mr. Miyagi, basically.
Okay. Yeah.
So for him to say The Guardian, not your average superhero, he's not a superhero. I'm the one doing all the superhero stuff. Right. So, like I said, there's a bunch of stuff going on.
He's the Alfred to Batman.
Yes. GoodfellaZ, new single. Hopefully, you'll see us performing by the summertime. Okay. Street Vendors gear will be up. And I know, because right now I have no social media, but all that's going to change in the next couple of weeks. I'll be able to get all that stuff so that way everybody could go. I'll send you guys the links to all my social media.
Yes.
And yeah, and that's it. Like I said before, this new GoodfellaZ single is gonna tie all that stuff together.
All right.
So you'll be able to do it. So you guys want to hear a sneak peek?
Yeah. Respect. You want to drop in with an exclusive type joint?
You got the Funkmaster Flex bomb.
Yeah, he got the bomb. He got the exclusive.
Hey, it's the Goodfellas.
This is a food for thought exclusive.
Yeah.
Well, I'm at LaGuardia Airport and I'm about to claim my ticket. Looking like I know how to dress the frame. Wicked. I start to feel the eyes of a hottie who was darn near piercing the skin on my mad fine body. You know, still I did not comment on the shark in her, but when she touched my butt, that was it. I had to walk on her. Tried to, but I had to put aside due to the fact it was my ex. She almost looked as good as mine.
Mommy got her eyes locked in. Energy was way past 10. She been on my body since I walked in. Came in with my homies while she chilling with a friend. Shawty seem familiar. Now the pictures getting up, I'm looking at her body. The more I
Yeah, don't
Don't
give me
give
too
me
much.
every
Don't give me
much.
too
Don't
much.
give me everything. Yo, that's fire, man. That's fire. And you're singing
Yeah,
that.
man.
You're singing the part right there, right? The whole intro and everything
No,
like
the
that.
intro is my man Broadway.
Okay.
Broadway is an artist in Georgia. Actually, he's Rakim's nephew.
Okay.
So he's doing the yeah, and he's doing all the ad-libs, and then I come in with the honey got her eyes locked in, energy
Yes.
was way past 10. She been on my body since I walked in.
And
It's just
I
And when you
heard
said that's dropping,
Spanish Harlem. I heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I remember back in the day, way back up in Spanish Harlem where she stayed at. Yep, that shit crazy right there.
and you said that's dropping when?
We're gonna try to get it out in we've been waiting for the video. Like I said, the video is being worked on right now as we speak. So the video was supposed to be done on the 16th, but he was like, "Yo," he told me your age. So I'm working the AI thing, and he's working with a bunch of different kind of programs. He was like, "Yo, I'm doing like Chinese, Japanese animation, and I'm doing this and I'm doing that." But he goes, "I have one problem." He goes, "Every time I was doing your AI, they kept making you black."
Well,
And I was like, "Come on, man!" I was like, "You gotta fix that." It's like I'm Puerto Rican, I'm light skinned. Hey, people ain't gonna believe I'm black. What are they gonna think? Like, you know?
Yeah, man, that's a good one, man.
So he said he needed another week to put it together. So that's what he's doing. So you guys might have time to send those pictures in.
Yeah, we're gonna send the pictures in because we want that cameo and that,
Yeah, we
that thing.
Stick us behind the bar. Stick us in the
Make one of you
beach.
like a bellboy or something.
A
or
billboard. You could do.
airport.
You could do the food for thought billboard in one of the joints. That's
Yeah,
simple
you could
as
just put that
You know,
instead
just
of
put
putting
that
the-
joint right there.
Send
That
that, send
simple
that.
joint.
Instead
Send that.
of
I thought I put it in
our
there.
picture. Yeah, the logo.
Yeah. Just put the food for thought billboard as homeboy driving down. Honey got her eyes on driving down the highway. You see the food for thought billboard. You know what I'm saying? But try to
Angel
get it to the
Love,
part where it
Angel
says
Love.
Spanish
That's
Harlem.
crazy.
You heard me,
My
Angel?
brother,
Yeah.
Try to
once
get it to the
again.
part where it says Spanish Harlem.
thank you once again, my brother,
Yeah,
for
man.
blessing
sure,
the
man.
show with your presence, man.
Thank you,
and
bro.
returning here and coming and checking us out, man. Your energy, your insight. Every time you join us, brother, you remind us why TKA and Goodfellas continue to be so important to us in our community, man. Every time you show up here, man. And I
Listen, my
appreciate it,
main focus with, especially now at my age, but I've always wanted to do this, but I've never gotten the chance. If people know that street vendors, if you see my logo, the street vendors logo is a coquito cart. When those old Spanish men and women was going around Spanish Harlem selling ices,
Ices.
I took that cart and I made it my logo and put the street vendor's name next to it.
Yeah.
So I always represent Spanish Harlem to the fullest. I remember being on Soul Train. I remember being on BET. And they sit down on the sofa and they say, "Hey, what's your name and where you from?" And I say, "Angel Love Vasquez, Spanish Harlem, New York."
That's it, bro.
So
Barrio.
if God willing, things take off and I'm able to do stuff, man. I've always wanted to be that guy to go back to the hood and take care of his people, man.
Well, you know our
We
roots run
appreciate
deep. So we here for you, brother. Anything you need, we here.
Yeah. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Angel Love on Food for Thought. Brother, thank you for showing up, man.
Thanks for showing
You,
up.
man. Love you
Remember, I
guys,
gotta
man.
send you this stuff. In a little while, I'm gonna send you this stuff. All right.
Yeah, hang out for a minute.
All right.
All right. Yeah, man. Big up, big up.
Big up.
And to our viewers, we want to thank you for rocking with us tonight. Drop your thoughts in the comments if you like this episode tonight, and tell us what you think. And also get in there and tell us what artists or whoever else you would like to be on this show, man, because we could make that happen for you, man. Just just call us up or hit us up at foodforthought1424@gmail.com and let us know who you would like to be on Food for Thought next, man. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so a word from our sponsor.
Today's episode is sponsored by Dubby Energy Drinks. Dubby allows you to have faster reaction time paired with laser-sharp focus without the jitters or a crash. If you want to start winning more, this is for you. The Premium Energy Drink Dubby.
Get 10% off your entire order from Dubby when you use coupon code Food for Thought, which helps support the podcast.
Welcome back to the show. Thank you. Thank you for Angel A. Love Vasquez for hanging out with us today. Thank you. Listen, AK Alpha Moon had to take care of some business, so I'm here with the one and only BK Pinky, and I'm gonna bring him up right now. What's up, BK Pinky in the building? What's good?
What's going on?
Nothing, man. We got to hold it down because AK Alpha Moon had to take care of some things, so we had to hold it down real quick.
Man, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So how you been, man? How's everything going, man?
It been good, man. You know, a couple of days. Son had a game and stuff.
Oh, how that went?
Man, he did his thing, man. I'm proud of him. He getting better and better. Had 25 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Also, he doing his thing, man. He's coming up.
Bless it, definitely. No doubt about that. Yeah, man. So it's just been a lot of things going on in the news, as you guys know. Let's start off with Don Lemon's arrest. You heard about that one?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah. So apparently, Don Lemon and independent journalist Georgia Fort was arrested by federal agents late last week in connection with their coverage of the protests that took place on January 18th at City's Church in St. Paul, Minnesota. So the protests involved demonstrators, right? They entered the church service to protest the church pastor's ties to immigrants and custom enforcement. So they assuming that this man was part of ICE. Okay. So a federal grand jury indicted them and several others. There was some other people there too on charges including conspiracy to deprive civil rights and interfering with religious freedoms at a place of worship. I didn't even know there was such thing until now. So Don Lemon was taken into custody in Los Angeles on the evening of January 29th, and Fort was arrested shortly thereafter in a home. But Fort's was funny because Fort arrest was live streamed because she got on her phone, right? And was telling the folks like, listen, the agents are outside. She showed them outside looking in her window and everything. They're outside here to arrest me. And this was on live stream on social media as the FBI agents executed their warrant.
That was a quick warrant.
Yeah, exactly.
But they already had it in their back pocket.
Yeah, they already knew what they was doing. They were outside, telling them to come out, so she just put herself on social media like, listen, guys, I'm going out here. And I'm advised by her lawyers, I believe, told her, go ahead, go do it. Go, let them arrest you and then we'll take it from there, So both journalists was obviously released from custody after appearing, in federal court. Lemon without posting bond, and she was let out herself. So It's just nuts.
Yeah, that's it's
Now journalists can't even,
even
report what's going on.
happened to the first, like you said, what happened to the First Amendment. Listen, I heard he was like the clergyman. He was, just asking them questions and
Yeah, John Lemon,
wasn't doing no protests. I don't know
Yeah.
why,
Yeah, Lemon says that he was there in his capacity as a journalist, covering the protests. He had nothing to do with the protesters. He was just out there, covering, taking footage, and working as a journalist. That's it. And you hear him say it on the camera.
personal.
Right. You hear him say it,
All the
and
word, personal.
yeah, because the higher uppers want to get him anyway. They wanted to get Don Lemon for a while, especially after they got him canned off of CNN.
Personal.
So he jumped off of there and started his own thing, and it's doing well, and he's exploding, and he's doing what he normally do for the last 30 years or whatever it is, journalism. So now, now because of this, and it has to do with the chili pop kids, the cold pop kids, right? Now that it has something to do with them, now you want to arrest them.
Right. Listen, man. I'm glad they out because we all know it's personal. We all know it's bull crap. We have the right to say what we want to say, and people just take it personal.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and he
That's
vows
what it is. There's nothing I can say about it. You take it personal. It was protesters there. They was protesting. But all they doing is their job. Being a journalist.
Yeah, he vows to fight the charges too. He vows to fight the charges.
Sue.
Right? Yeah. Lemon gonna get them.
Gonna sue as well.
He's calling them attack on press freedom. And Fort's legal team and supporters also emphasized that she was functioning as a reporter as well, not a protester. So, they got them both together like that.
It's crazy.
First Amendment, freedom of speech is really free.
They want first. They want to get rid of the second, but they only second belongs to them. So now they want to, gotta get rid of something the first, and then they're gonna plead the fifth.
It's going nuts, man. It's like, social media, journalism, the news on TV. It's like nobody can say nothing about their higher uppers or the freeze pop motherfuckers. You can't really say nothing about them.
Can't say nothing about them,
or you're gonna get arrested.
Can't say nothing about the 10-cent ices.
Right. Thank you. 10-cent ices. That's what we call them. And the fruity ones too. The rainbow ones.
The rainbows.
The rainbows.
Right.
So this arrest have drawn widespread criticism from press freedom advocates, from social rights groups and media organizations, who argues that charging journalists for covering protests, it threatens the First Amendment protections altogether.
No.
And they're upset about this as we speak. So now I'm wondering if these journalists, even the ones from Fox 5, or Fox, I should say Fox, that's with the higher uppers, are they going to get together and do something about this as well.
You need to. Everybody should band together.
What you guys think out there?
Yeah, please let us know.
Yeah, 347-903-5664, or put it in the chat. Is freedom?
Put it in the chat.
Is freedom really free?
What's free? $3.99. None more.
Yeah.
Yo,
what you got, brother?
Good note, man. Remember the kid Liam? Those kid he got him and his father got detained by Tents and Ices.
Oh, but with the hat on, the blue hat.
Blue hat when he had a little teddy bear.
Yeah, little cutie kid.
Just a little kid, man. Thank he they was detained in the freezer pop facility in Texas. So now they back home in Minnesota.
Thank God. Thank God. Thank God.
For that. Just happy for that when I heard that. It was crazy, man. You know, go to school and they did everything legal. They came over, did everything legal what they wanted to do, and you know, cause no harm. He just want to take care of his son,
right?
And you got to go do that. It's crazy.
And this is what I was talking about in Unscripted on my other one, is that, you know, when you detain someone, it doesn't stop at that detainee. You know, you have kids, you have wives, you know, significant others, grandmothers, parents that all are affected one way or another by you detaining someone.
But what,
you know,
out of it, the people ain't doing that. And you say you trying to get criminals. This is the thing I understand. You say you trying to get the criminals out, but this person wasn't a criminal. So make it make sense.
I think what they trying to do is say, and this is what they're looking at it like this. You came to the United States and you got a, whatever they call it, visa or whatever you got.
Yeah, some type of people, they came through the legal, it's the legal way of doing it.
Right.
That's because that was the Biden administration who did that. So I guess they're trying to change it.
Yeah,
but,
and then they're trying to say that
it the wrong. They come by in the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. What are you talking about? It came in legal. It's legal documents.
Yeah, but they saying some of them is overstaying their visa or overstaying their paperwork, and now it's making them a criminal. That's crazy. It's making them a criminal because their paperwork is not legal to still stay here. But some of them have their paperwork still in process, still, you know what I mean?
That's what was going on. They were still in the process.
Yeah.
So I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? You check out first. It's like, yo, you picking these people up from school and Home Depots and it's crazy. Like, come on, they are not humane. It's like, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. They taking I can't even say no more about it.
Yeah, it's just too much out there, and it seemed like it's just gonna get worse.
Popsicles, man. Let me just stop popsicles. All right, so I need to really stop.
It's getting really, really worse out here, and you know, even now they come to the point where if agents are in the area and you have people that's blowing the whistles and stuff like that, trying to warn people that you're doing something illegal. So now it's like you can't even I can't even blow the whistle and let people know that you know, the icicle pop people is coming. you know, I don't know. That's is
But how do you know they're doing it illegal? Okay, you catch them. What you then you ask for their name and then what you look it up and whatever. What how you they could have did something legal in another country. You don't got their information probably on these people, so you just picking on anybody. It's like I think it's all a show, man. It's all a show.
You think so?
I think so. It's all a show, man. They like chaos. They like chaos.
Yeah.
When they say bad news is good news, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Call it how I see it.
Yeah, man. So I want everybody out there to check me out this week or next week. I'm gonna do an unscripted on freedom of speech, and I want you guys to check that one out. Exactly.
Freedom.
So also in the news, remember you was talking about Sonia Massey. Remember that
Right.
news
One
report you
that
gave?
with the cop shot out some water.
Right.
A pot of water.
Right.
Yeah.
So the former deputy that shot her was sentenced.
He was sentenced?
Yes, he was sentenced. So Sean Grayson, a former Illinois sheriff deputy, he was sentenced to 20 years in prison.
What?
20 years in prison for the fatal shooting of Sonia Massey.
20 years?
Yeah, 20 years.
Hold on.
Well, I mean, they should have put him under the jail, but 20 years.
Yeah, listen. I ain't think it could happen.
Nobody thought it was going to happen.
I didn't think it was going to happen, man.
Yeah, nobody thought it was going to happen.
The person probably they look at us and listen, man, we don't got no choice.
Mm-hmm. Well, he was convicted in October 2025 for second-degree murder of the shooting death inside a home, as we all know. The sentencing hearing took place last week, I think. Late January last week. And the judge imposed the maximum term allowed, under the state law. And Garrison will also have a period of supervised release after prison time. He has to be supervised. And plus, I believe, credit for time already served. Okay. Meaning with good behavior, he could be eligible to be released in under a decade. So
He'll need to come out.
He don't. So this is what I mean.
Don't worry, he gonna be he gonna be with all the pots and pans.
All the pots and pans. Now
All the pots and pans.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's just a reminder for some of the officers out there, please think before you do. Think before you do. I know things get rough for officers out there, but you guys have to think before you do, because you don't wind up doing 20 years behind bars, right. Because some of you guys think it can't happen to y'all because y'all officers, but see what just happened. So
Now, Officer Messy.
Mm-hmm.
You were sure it was messy.
Yeah.
And he got what he, deserved.
Yeah. So, and I know, as you guys remember, I think it was in July, because I think you reported it in July 2024 about this incident.
Right.
The 36-year-old Black woman.
Right.
She called 911 from a Springfield home, reporting some possible prowler or something.
Right.
And then when the deputies arrived, and the interaction inside her house quickly escalated, and the body cam footage later revealed, showed Messy, holding a pot of water or whatever it was, and then being shot by Grayson after commands to put the pot down or whatever. So They could have did it in a better way, different way.
Yeah,
I should say.
She can't throw no pot of water on you, man. Come on, man. Come on.
So now So now it's like this case. Well, this case did draw national attention of police unaliving persons who didn't pose any clear threat to them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And, you know, it sparked protests and debates over the use of force policies. You know what I mean? Because things have to change, you know. And
we need
it's crazy that we're talking about this because the what you call them, Icicle Pop Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're making things worse for our police officers that's trying to do the right thing. You know.
Right.
So the use of force policies that goes out the window with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't care. They pull you out of the car, drag you on the floor. You know. They don't really care.
No, they just a lot.
Yeah.
Break down your door. All that.
Yeah. So the Massey family expressed that the sentence still doesn't fully bring justice for their loved one, but said they are grateful for the accountability that was imposed. And I don't think they were even thinking that this would happen. I don't think they even thought this was going to happen.
Right.
So condolences to the Massey family. Bless her. May she rest in peace.
Well, on other world news, the Iran supreme leader, I don't know how you pronounce his name, Khamenei. He warns the U.S. of regional war if they, try to, force their way in Iran.
Mm-hmm.
He accusing the U.S. of aiming for the oil and natural resources.
Right.
That brings me back to an episode we was talking about Moneyland.
Mm-hmm.
They were saying the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on?
Because the U.S. is trying to take over everything.
Venezuela was saying the same thing. So what's going on?
Him and the Russian leader is trying to take over everything.
Like in Africa or something like that. I forgot where it was at. They were saying the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't need to be in war with anybody. For what? We're supposed to be the strongest nation in the world. Why?
Greed.
That's one. Money.
Power. Respect. Just like Little Kim and them said.
Your life.
That's it. Money, power, respect. That's it.
The key of life.
You know, it's nothing else. You know, instead of helping make things better, it seemed like they're making things worse here and abroad. That's how I feel. They're making it worse.
Man.
And I don't understand how you out there going to other countries doing all this mischief and all this war is here in your own backyard.
Exactly. Exactly.
Take care of this shit first. Take care of this first. People getting killed in the streets. People are hungry. People are starving. Oh man.
People hungry. Listen, I ride the train times and I see homeless. Like the homeless is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even fix nothing in your you know, in your own country.
And that's a person who lived in New York. A person who lived in New York.
And you doing this for what? I don't understand, man. It's like, come on, man.
Money, power, respect.
The key of life.
That's all it's all about, brother. It's all it's about. And it's a shame. Because we're the ones paying the price, the consumers. The American people is paying for all this stuff that's going on. Look, we can't even go right now to certain countries that we like to go to have a vacation and stuff like that, because it's a threat now to us because they don't want us there.
You go to Mexico, we might not come back.
Don't go to Venezuela.
Don't go there.
Don't go there.
Don't tell them come and get some coffee.
You know,
Right.
it makes it bad for us. It makes it bad for us because we can't go anywhere. Even threats of being on the plane, you know, that's even bad too. You know, so it's like we can't even go nowhere outside of our United States.
I'll be scared to go anywhere now.
Yeah, right now I'm not going nowhere right now until this is resolved and, you know, some sort of.
I don't even want to go to Charlotte or Minnesota or whatever, because I don't know if I'm going to be detained.
Yeah, that's true too. Even in your own spot.
I don't know.
Even in your own spot.
Come out. I don't know if these popsicles gonna come out.
Yeah, it's scary. It's scary. And me, I'm a person that likes to jump in my car and go anywhere.
Right. Road trip.
Right. So now
you
it's like I have to think about where I'm going now. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm jumping on this highway with my big ass truck, a black man by himself, Second Amendment in effect. And if I get pulled over,
what he got in that truck?
It's going to be a big thing. It's going to be a big thing, especially if I get pulled over by this Popsicle Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Then you really, you know, I'm gonna be a next statistic, pretty much. So it's like, you know, it's hard for us to even, you know, go anywhere. So if you guys are out there and you guys are planning trips or going any place, please go in a group. Please take care of one another. Okay. Don't leave somebody else at the bar and everybody else go somewhere else. All of y'all stick together, stay together, because you came together and you want to leave and come back home safely together.
Right.
Okay. So that's all I gotta say, because some people are not even paying attention what's going on. They still taking trips to other countries and stuff like that, and all this stuff is going on. Please be careful. That's all I can say, man.
Careful. Safe.
You know? Yeah,
Safe.
man. Be careful. And once again, I want to thank everybody for coming on with us tonight on this episode of Food for Thought. Thanks for our guests, AK Alpha Moon. We'll see you on the next one.
Right.
BK Pinky, brother, thank you for everything. Thank you for holding up the fort.
Right. Right.
And we'll see you next week, man. Next Thursday. Take us out, Pink.
And if you walk away from me, I just love you from behind.
That's right.
Next
Thursday, man.
20
Later.
minutes, baby.
Yeah, you know.